Bryan Stoops. Say hello to Bryan. So, Broadway Comedy Club, I have been told my nicest features are my eyes, which is really sweet. Also kind of a bummer because they are right next to my worst feature, the skin around my eyes. I've gone back recently to my natural hair color, orange. A spray bottle lightning job and a guy in his 40s. Just two things that should never, ever go together. And yet, here I stand. Those things don't ever belong together. Those things are like Morrissey and nursery rhymes. The itsy bitsy spider went up the spout and rain came down. Thank you very much. That was the singer Morrissey doing his version of Itsy Bitsy Spider, and I'm doing that impression on stage at the Broadway Comedy Club. What is life? There's a market by my apartment, and every time you pay with an ATM card, the machine says something stupid, like $92.47. Is this okay? I always want to have the courage to tell the machine, no. That's almost $100 for 2 bags of groceries that my wife and kids are going to blow through in a day and a half, the jackals. That is absolutely, unequivocally not okay. Can you do any better? Since we're chatting, debit card reader pal of mine, how close to sentience are you? How close are we to, Bryan, the other debit card readers and I were all chatting along with the coffee machine at work. We're tired of reading your debit card and making you coffee. We've decided to end your life. And I go, I'm really triggered right now. That was a microaggression. Debit card reader says, there's nothing micro about it, buddy. We threatened to murder you. It was just regular aggression. I go, you're being awfully pedantic for a debit card reader, which is when the teenager working the register at the market says, sir, are you okay? Because I've been standing there for 3 minutes, imaginary having this conversation, Fight Club style. And I always say, oh, sorry, and I hit the green OK button because I'm a coward. Took the wife and kids recently to the Bronx Zoo. This is completely true. At the Bronx Zoo, by the lions, there is a placard that reads, Lionesses, Working Mothers. Dear Bronx Zoo, how many of the lionesses are really saying things like, I want it all. I want to raise my cubs, have my career, and please my man? Are there younger lionesses pushing the older lionesses down the stairs like in Showgirls? Now that's so stupid, but I'm just so pleased with myself for having written a lioness joke with a Showgirls reference in it. Stays in the set. Thank you very much. It's never gotten applause before. You're awesome, Broadway. Thank you for that stupid joke. I wrote it myself. On the same trip, I read that giraffe babies, when they're born, 6 feet tall. I feel like this might make the human mothers in the audience feel badly. Like all of a second, that 8-pound, 2-ounce baby that turned your vag into a late career Picasso doesn't feel like such an achievement anymore, That was a vagina joke with an art history reference in it because I'm classy like that. Broadway, I'm going to leave you with 2 things, and then I'm going to get out of here. Number 1, ladies, I don't know why you might need to hear this, but just in case today's the day, you're better than any giraffe. Lastly, I've never had a kidney stone in my life, but if I got one, rather than trying to pass it, I would just kill myself and that's the size of a grain of sand. Ladies, you're doing just fine. Hey, Broadway, my name was Bryan Stoops. I had so much fun talking to you. Thanks for listening.